What's up, Juventini? Raspadori, he's the target for Giuntoli. We would have to say goodbye to two players. We're going to go through the details on this hypothetical move if it should go down. We've also got details on Kolo Muani. And at the backline, an update on Henko and Silva and a new name to add to the target list at the backline. We also got the news on the injury front. Way of the latest to go down. All eyes are on J Medical right now. We're going to go through it all together. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's December 19th. Let's rock with the news. We kick things off with the Raspadori links. They just won't stop. They are not going away, all right? And all signs are pointing to Giuntoli wanting to make something happen there. 15 to 20 million euros is apparently what it could take to get a deal done. We know Napoli is hot after Danilo, working on at the very least trying to get him for free in the summer. Now they're going to make a push and try to utilize this interest in Raspadori to try and get Danilo going back. There are also reports of their interest in Fagioli, okay? And some are saying that there's a potential for both of those players to go there to make this deal move. Okay. We were born in 1897, not yesterday. There is no way Juve says goodbye to Danilo and Fagioli, sending them to Napoli in January just to get Raspadori, okay? Danilo has come out and stated he wants to honor his contract until the end. If Danilo moves, I believe it's going to be in the summer. And that also makes sense with the situation we have currently at the backline, okay? For Fagioli, though, he could potentially be sold. All signs are pointing to a goodbye. He has interest from 3 clubs so far in the Premier League, and he's valued at 20 to 25 million euros. Those 3 clubs have inquired about him. All right, so no offers yet, but we wait and see. All signs, though, seem to point to him getting ready to pack his bags. He also has not gotten pulled into games, and other guys are getting chosen before him continuously. All right, so we wait to see how the situation unfolds. If we sell Fagioli, do we then act on Raspadori? It would depend what happens in the backline. We'll get to that in a moment. Kolo Muani, another target in the attack. Apparently Juve has inquired about the player, is looking for something that begins with a loan, but it's being rumored PSG wants the cash. Again, we just put that in our back pocket, see what develops. At the backline, are we going to have money to go after an attacker like Kolo Muani, like Raspadori, because we might have to spend on Henko, all right? Apparently, there's an agreement in place between Juventus and the player. It's a 2.5 million per season contract. Feyenoord looking for 35 million euros for the player. According to the reports today, a deal could be found at 25 million euros plus bonuses that begins in January. That brings him in 6 months prior to when they were looking at bringing in this defender. Would Fagioli have to be sold to get this done? Most likely. So all eyes on this situation as we are only a couple weeks out from the Mercato opening up, okay? For Silva, his name is still being linked as a potential option in January as well. The reports all state Juve wants to bring in at least 1 defender, so that does not rule out bringing in 2. If his move begins with a loan, is there a possibility of Juve, and depending on what the price tag is for Fagioli, of saying goodbye to Danilo in January in order to bring in 2 other defenders, Henko, that covers center back and left back, as well as Silva? I mean, stranger things have happened, but it's highly doubtful. I believe Danilo will wait it out till the end of the season, but you just don't know. Mirko Di Natale, he states Juve has 0 intentions of saying goodbye to Danilo. Let's wait and see, everybody. As far as a new name in the backline, Luis Felipe, the ex-Lazio defender, now spending his time at Al Ittihad club. He apparently is one to keep an eye on as a potential target for Juventus as well. What do you think about all of those rumors? Hit me in the comments, everybody. As far as the injury report goes, Weah, He's the latest to go down, and it is the 14th muscular injury for Juventus so far this season. He obviously is in doubt for this weekend in the Monza match. Douglas Luiz, doubtful again for the Monza match. He actually represents the 5th time this season a player has returned from injury and suffered a setback. J Medical has absolutely nowhere to hide. What we are doing is broken, it isn't working, and I need answers, all right? We got to figure this out. The Bermuda Triangle going strong, but Cambiaso, there are mixed reports. Some saying that he is still in doubt for Monza, but other reports coming out stating he will be good to go for the Monza match. All eyes on him. He's got another day of training. Today, he was separated from group training, so all eyes on Cambiaso and his return. That wraps up your news break. You all know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC Army, but my favorite part, let's mix it up in the comments, everybody. What do you think about all the news? What do you want to see Juve accomplish in January? Hit me, and I'm back tomorrow with another edition. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.